Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video here on NASCAR 21 Ignition. Yeah, we're back on this game surprisingly. NASCAR, they go to Miami this weekend for the first time in like a year and a half. I'm very excited for it and I wanted to be able to get a first look of this next gen car at Homestead, Miami. Hopeful that the AI is going to hold up, and we're also going to be racing on the wheel. We'll see if we can rip this thing up by the fence here as we get ready for some Homestead racing. So then we are ready to go green here from Homestead in Miami Speedway. I don't know how this is going to work. We're gonna try from the roof cam here. This is where I like to be for the 40 lap race we're gonna do here actually from Homestead, Miami now, and we'll get up into fourth gear. I don't know what if it's gonna get dark in this race or not here like we usually see in real life, but so excited, you know, for NASCAR to be back here this weekend in real life. It's been a long time coming. We've seen some really good mile-and-a-half races this season with the next-gen car. I think, you know, we went from mile-and-a-halves being the worst races, as I'm going to get in the outside wall. Okay, so we got to be a little bit careful there, but we went from mile-and-a-halves being the worst races, in my opinion, in the sport over the last few years to now this year. They have been the races I look forward to the most, and I am so excited for Homestead, Miami this weekend here, especially since this is my favorite circuit on the NASCAR schedule, is this track. So Martinsville always usually right up there with it. I'm not looking forward to that one very much with the way the short track racing has been this season. Has been pretty abysmal, but I'm actually trying to downshift as well here through 3 and 4, and I'm noticing that it seems like I can kind of rotate the car a little bit better, but we are now making up for the ground we lost there after hitting the wall on that opening lap here now as we complete the end of lap 2, and we're going to go back down into 4. That just seems like the car will rotate more. I mean, we do know the next gen car likes higher revs. That's a big thing here with this next gen car. One of the major flaws still though is when I'm racing on here. Although this gameplay is a lot better with the wheel now, the AIs still are pretty terrible. I mean, you know, right now they're not crashing. They're not crashing, which is cool, but the racing isn't that good. You see, they just look so robotic, I guess you could say, in front of us, and it just really pains me to see that here now as we've gained a couple of positions. We'll continue to run up here on this outside and see if we can make some time. I really enjoy running that outside line. I'm a little bit too tight though, so immediately what I want to do, I think, is come in the pits actually even at the end of stage 1. We're not trying to get stage points here for a single event kind of race, so we might focus in on loosening this thing up here for stage 2 and just see if we can get something going a little bit more. Now let's go to the interior camera here, get a little bit of onboard action, as well as have that rear camera as well as the rear view mirror. Unfortunately, they do not have this on console, so if you're on console you don't have either of this when you're in the cockpit, which is quite baffling, and it makes really no sense even when you say maybe for performance reasons. You're telling me the game should not be too strenuous where you cannot have a rear view mirror on a console, in my opinion. But however, on PC, if you are on PC, you are lucky to be able to have both the mirror and the rear view camera, as I would like if the camera was a little bit closer to the center of the dash, kind of like you know, in real life you see some drivers have it on the left side there, and I kind of would like it if you could put it over there. I feel like I would use it a lot more. As we exit turn 2, a little bit loose right there. I think the outside, although it's a lot of fun to rip that outside, I think our best option is going to be trying to plant it right down here on the inside. However, a lot more brake needed here on the inside, which is nice to see. But as well, the car, it's so tight that that outside just feels like the easy option to go with here. Now I'm afraid to start racing with these guys because when I'm not going to be able to see who's around me, I feel like it's just going to be a recipe for disaster here now, as we are able to get rolling through the center of the corner very well here now. But yeah, you know what, like I said, they suck, but they're not terrible here in Miami. They're not great, but they're certainly not awful, as we're going to try and make a pass on the 62 of Gregson into turn 3. It looks like we're able to clear him, and you can see I slide way up the track just because how tight this number 99 Comscope Chevrolet is. But we are now on a bit of a roll here. Into the outside wall a little bit there. A bit of error on my part as we exit turn 4. Still have momentum. Harrison Burton's going to come up in front of us. We're going to give him a shot down the back straightaway. Back up into 5th. Then we go down into turn 1, slow it up, down into 4th, get it rotating a little bit before we get back to that gas pedal. pound that gas pedal. You don't ease on it, you just pound it right down and go here now as we continue to close in on the back now of Ty Dillon. Sounds like he could be going actually to Spire next season in that 77 car now as we continue to try and work on passing him. And oh, it's so close to that outside wall right there. I love running that outside, but maybe a little bit too close for comfort here. But look at that momentum that you can build up on the exit of the corner. It's absolutely insane. We're only up into 35th. We're making gains, but they are pretty slow gains. But like I said, we're going to pit here in a couple laps at the end of the stage, get some much needed adjustments into this car. A huge run here into turn one. I'm going to try and sneak up the inside here, make it 3 wide, get a little bit aggressive on the exit of turn 2. Here's where the problem comes. I don't know where the 42 is located on me right now. I see it obviously, you know, the little, I guess we'll call it the proximity radar, but however, I can't tell if he's even, you know, how close he is to me basically. So I can tell he's beside me, but do I have half a car width? Do I have 2 car widths? I really don't know. That's something that would really need to be worked on here. Final lap though in stage 1 already. This has flown by, and we're gonna just cruise through 1 and 2. Hamlin having a very rough run so far as, oh, too much pushing right there on the exit of turn 2. Still managed to get a run down this back straight away, but it's going to be a very rough result here in stage 1. However, we are seeing there's some speed in this car. I just need to really get some adjustments in because it is so tight right there. You can see it. Caution's going to fly though. We're going to go into the pit lane and see if we can get some nice adjustments on this car. As actually, can we come into the pit lane? It just says go to next stage. Martin Truex Jr. is your stage winner. I would assume we can pit. Yes, we can. Okay, so we're going to come in, make some adjustments here. So I've already turned the wedge down myself, and then as well, track bar we can't do. So we're just going to kind of go with that. I turned the wedge down quite a bit, so I think that'll be enough. I really do like those new pit animations. However, it doesn't sound like the sounds are very well synced up, as that guy is absolutely hammering away over there. So let's get ready for stage 2 here from Homestead Miami Speedway. Any lighting change? Nope, still stays the same. So we're in dead last because we're the only one that actually came into the pit lane, surprisingly here now, as we're gonna get a bit of a speed boost here as we head down into turn 1. I don't know how loose this thing is gonna be. I hope I didn't make it too loose, but we're about to find out. I can't tell if it feels better yet, but we will here when we come through. Oh boy, I'm definitely feeling a little more free here. Tight quarters racing as well on the exit of turn 2, but it looks like we're going to be okay as we head down into turn 3, down into 4th, and just, oh, I can already feel like we got a nice advantage here. But as well, I mean, not only is it freer, which is what I'm looking for, but we also have a fresh tire advantage that nobody decided they wanted to take for whatever reason, so we should be able to haul the mail here in this second stage and just kind of continue to go up here. And look at the tires. Yes, sir, absolutely moving in, which also brings up another thing about the AI that I hate in this game, and it doesn't seem to have improved even in the slightest since the release of this game, is their strategy is about as terrible as I've ever seen. I mean, I always say this is the worst AI I've ever played with in a NASCAR game. And as well, when it comes to strategy as well, it's the worst strategy I've ever seen out of any racing game AI. Actually, maybe iRacing AI strategy is kind of baffling at times. Maybe it's worse, but this is absolutely terrible with their strategy, and you're able to take so much advantage over them here now as we're already into the top 30 alongside Kyle Busch. You got Keselowski there on the inside as well. It's at least nice that we can have some fun, though, racing here and ripping this thing around the outside now as we continue through 3 out of turn 4 to the outside of now Michael McDowell, and we just continue on our way forward, and we just kind of just keep our car planted up here on the outside. I mean, we're going to be absolutely flying here and right to the front before the stage is even over at this rate, and then I'm going to pit again and see if we can take more of an advantage. Christopher Buescher, that was a little bit close. He doesn't leave a lot of room, but there was enough there to make it happen now as we continue to take this Trackhouse number 99 ComScope Chevrolet towards the top 10. Joey Logano, don't mind if I do, go around you, and Chase Elliott as well. Logano winning there yesterday in Las Vegas. At the time I'm recording this, it was yesterday. Chase Elliott had a bit of a rough day, and obviously the big drama between Bubba Wallace as well as Kyle Larson. Oh, contact right there. But let me know what you guys thought about the beef between Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson in the comments. Personally, in my opinion, and I've been saying it all year, if you've been watching my live streams, I've been a big advocate. If you intentionally wreck somebody, I don't care, you know, obviously it was retaliation. I mean, Bubba Wallace had every right in the world to be angry with Kyle Larson for what happened, and Larson himself said that. So, I mean, if you're defending Kyle Larson, if you're defending really any of them, you're not necessarily in the right here, because Larson did something wrong, and he admitted to it, and Bubba Wallace did something wrong. It just unfortunately went to an even higher height of him retaliating. But this is not the first time we have seen this, not even in the Cup Series. This has been a common trend we continue to see. However, this one, I mean, was a violent one. It absolutely junked Kyle Larson's car and Bubba Wallace himself, and it was a very, very dangerous spot to get retaliation. And I've always been an advocate. If you intentionally wreck somebody, it may be revenge, whatever it is. You should be at least suspended for one race, in my personal opinion, and penalized points, money, etc. William Byron, he was not penalized in Texas after wrecking Denny Hamlin under caution. He originally was with a points and money fine, which I was pretty happy to see. However, he won his appeal, and I thought that was an unbelievably embarrassing precedent to set for the sport. And I've not really been able to cheer for William Byron ever since he did that. And I was so disappointed when Bubba turned Kyle Larson in the manner that he did yesterday, and then obviously after the fact. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy my NASCAR fights and tussles. However, I was not a fan to see just violently, intentionally turning a guy to the outside wall and then go and try to. It almost looked like Larson was being bullied, because Larson, he's not the type of guy that fights. He didn't want to be any part of that fighting, and Bubba just kind of kept pushing him around, and I was a little bit disappointed to see that as well. Obviously, he didn't want to fight, so just let him be. Talk it out, in my opinion. In that moment right there was the best way to go. When both drivers are down to fight, though, let's see it happen. I would absolutely love that, but obviously that wasn't the case there. But let me know what you guys thought. I just thought I'd give a quick opinion on it. Just TLDR, I hate seeing intentional crashing in any professional motorsport, and I've been saying it all year. Drivers should have been suspended multiple times this year, and it hasn't happened, and I'm going to assume it'll be the same outcome again in this situation. To the back now of Ross Chastain. He is my Trackhouse teammate, but I'm going to drive Ross Chastain like he drives everybody else. Get out of my way, Ross. Get out of the way. Yep, that's right. That's right. What are you going to do about it? Continuing on here as we exit turn 4. And now, we're going to go for the lead of this race. Yeah, I don't know if I'm clear. I think I am clear. So, Martin Truex Jr., 2 laps to go on the stage. They should pit, I would hope, at the end of the stage based off of the feel. You can see there on the right bottom, this is my first time really getting to see how that feel bar entire bar is working. That was really close, but we have worn about a quarter of it in about a stage. So, we take the lead, though. Through 3 and 4 we go. Truex actually to the inside of the track, and he's going to try and continue to fight. It looks like I can't see him. However, we exit the corner. We're still side by side with Truex to the final lap, but now we are clear and we can run away. Through 3, out of turn 4 for the final time here in stage 2. It is going to be an easy stage win in Homestead Miami Speedway. And look at, oh my god, there's cars running into the wall in the background there. But we dominate there in stage 2. And now we're going to come into the pit lane and fill it up on fuel. I'm not going to touch the car because it's driving great. And we'll throw 4 tires on it. Now we have an extreme advantage here, because if they all stay out, we're going to blow their doors off again. However, if they all pit, we're still going to be up front. So there you have it. Sure enough, yes, nobody pitted. So please tell me why this strategy is so bad. I will never understand how you make the strategy for the AI this terrible. Look at this. So I'm able to just go half throttle and now maintain with them just about on the entry of the corner right there. So it's only 16 laps of racing here in Homestead Miami, and I mean, we can just take our time, really. We don't even need to be aggressive. We can just slowly limp our way through. Maybe I'll make it a bit of a challenge here and like try to pass on the inside or something, because this is going to be unbelievably easy now. So let's go to the inside where everybody's going to kind of be migrating to, so we can kind of make it a little bit more challenging here now. But it's only 15 laps of racing to go, and as we head down into turn 1, yeah, they're definitely going to be trying to stay down here, but they kind of leave it open actually, and allow me to go up the inside of Cody Ware now in that number 51. So another position there. The challenge of doing it this way is I don't know how much room I got right here to the right, so I'm going to pull over to the side there and just hope I don't get wrecked. But when I'm on the outside, it's so much easier. But yeah, okay, they're covering up the inside a little bit, but then Greg Biffle leaves it open. Haley as well, he's going to leave the door open. They all leave the door open, and we just continue working our way forward. And we're probably still going to get to the lead within 10 laps at this rate. Denny Hamlin is having an absolutely atrocious race here in that FedEx Camry, Toyota Camry here as we head down into turn 3, and I'm just getting into this nice routine of going down into 4th gear, and then look at this, we're blowing the doors off of everybody here. It's not even a contest, obviously. We're now on over 20 lap fresher tires than these guys here in Miami, so it should be pretty easy to just blow right on through them here now, as I can't tell who's leading. It looks like it might be side by side between Truex and Chastain. Okay, that's going to make it a bit more challenging right there, is when I do that, is make a mistake. Now you guys know why I prefer to be on the outside here now. Look at all the time we just gave up. Okay, so that was not ideal as we head back into the corner, and I'll just blow by half the cars that passed me here in one attempt. Look at this. I mean, it's absolutely insanely easy when their AI strategy is terrible. So we continue moving forward into the top 30 again. Now I'm just going to try and get to the outside here if I can, and that's going to be what I'll do right here. Go around Hamlin. I mean, I am driving around these guys like they're standing still. Briscoe, a little bit close quarters right there, but we make it work as we continue on. Thread the needle, baby. Look at that. Look at us go. Absolutely flying right now. They have absolutely nothing for me. See you later, Keselowski. And then we're going to go run down Centric. 10 laps to go here from Miami, and it's just a matter of time until the leaders see their impending doom on the way. I catch the outside wall. There's Byron, there's Bubba Wallace, you got McDowell, you got Blaney. I'm going for it, boys. Oh, he shut the door. He said, no, sir, and I said, I agree. I'm going to stay put for a second, and then I'll just pass Blaney by the time we get to the center of the corner anyways here into turn 3. We're already clear of him. See you later, and we're about to be into the top 10 here momentarily. So close to that outside wall, passing Kyle Busch. Oh, a little bit of contact, actually, with the 18. Oh, my God. I don't know how close it got right there with Alex Bowman, but I got really loose right there on the exit of turn 2. But I'm going to go right back up to what I was doing in the first place here. Truex is in second, Chastain's leading, but I am obviously on the way to spoil the party, but you're not spoiling any party when you're putting yourself in that outside barrier, so that is going to hinder our progress by a lap. Passing Kurt Busch, easy right there, up into the top 5. Next up, Christopher Bell, Kevin Harvick here, and when I come up to them, they almost like pull over, it seems like. Okay, maybe not right there, but there's been times where they almost seem to like pull over and just kind of let me go. And now up into 3rd place, and we'll be all over Truex and Chastain within another lap, I would assume. See you later, Truex, and then here we go. Let's go run down Ross Chastain here on the exit of turn 4. Down this run straightaway, we'll be past him by the time we exit turn 2, I'm sure of it. 6 laps to go. We got time to work with, of course, and through 1 and 2, and it's not even a contest. See you later, Ross Chastain. And now, I mean, we're just cruising to victory at this point. 1 lap to go here in Homestead, Miami, and we are like 3 seconds ahead of Ross Chastain here as we head down into turn 1. And, you know, the racing, the driving the track's actually quite fun on the wheel now. The AI, their lines are questionable at times, their racing's questionable, but they're not too bad here. However, their strategy is so bad that if you want to do a race that's even, you know, I think it's 15% long, you're going to have no contest later in the race unless you stay out the whole time because of how bad the strategy is. And the car was really starting to drive bad already at the end. But, I mean, not even a contest. We come through to win because of the terrible AI strategy, which is so silly. However, we will take that victory there. Now let's go view victory lane. And as always, if you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time out of your day for watching, and let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.